What's going down, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Carter Sports Coverage. I'm your boy SB Cash.
It's your boy Ryan.
Back at it again. Another week. All-Star Weekend just passed.
Yep.
A lot of crazy things went on All-Star Weekend in Cleveland, here in Ohio. Shout out to the home state Ohio and the city of Cleveland hosting the event. On this episode of Carter Sports Coverage, what we want to talk about a little bit. We don't really do too much of college sports, but we always try to stay tapped in with them. We're going to talk about the Juwaun Howard incident that happened over All-Star Weekend in college basketball. We'll also talk about the takeaways from the All-Star Weekend, as in who won, three-point competition, skills competition, done, MVP of the game, and all that. And we'll also get into the last run, about the last 20 games for all teams pushing toward the playoffs. So, let's start it off. Let's start off with college basketball. So a lot of people in college basketball looked at this weekend as a weekend for basketball to shine because the NFL things had ran the course. You know, NFL things were over. So basketball took full course this weekend. So college basketball had a chance to put on. It was some good things that happened. But ultimately, what everybody's talking about is Michigan ended up playing Wisconsin, and toward the end of the game, well, actually at the end of the game, Juwaun Howard, the coach of Michigan, got into, looks like a shoving or pushing or kind of, it looked like it wasn't a punch stone, but some type of.
Yes, it was.
It looked like open fist, though. He threw like an open fist or something like that.
He stole bro in the head.
He did that toward
Wisconsin.
A guy named Joe Krabenhoff, which is an assistant coach for Wisconsin. So what I'm hearing, when I looked up the information, they're saying that Juwaun Howard was upset because the Wisconsin Badgers called a timeout. The game was already a blowout. Like, Wisconsin was already beating Michigan. I think, like, it was already more by 10.
Yeah, it was.
Right, so he's mad that they called a timeout with, like, 16 seconds to go or something like that. And that's what he told the dude at the end of the game. Like,
it looked like the other coach was like sorry though, like he was upset.
Yeah.
I seen when they walked up to each other.
What I'm reading is that they said Juwaun Howard went up to him and said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that." And then the dude they don't
grab him up.
Yeah, grab, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell him, but then I don't really know what happened from there. It just got wild, man. With
grabbed him up, put his hands on him. You feel me?
Yeah,
everybody got in the middle. Juwaun threw a punch over him,
but I think
on top of him.
And
it connected.
Like, yeah, but it was open fist though. Let's just say it, because everybody it's like a slap, open punch. Like, it wasn't like
he hit him with like, you feel me? The open. It wasn't no smack. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't no smack. But he ain't hit him with the full force of the fist. He got him good.
He definitely did. You hardly ever see stuff like this from NCAA basketball or coaches, right?
No more. You used to see them.
But I'm not
right. It used to happen all the time.
Right. But so what I want to ask you is, what you think, man? Like, do you think he should be fired for this? Do you think this is a huge thing?
They got it right. They did it right. They got him for 5 games.
Suspension for 5 games?
Suspended him 5 games. I don't know if anything happened with the other coach, but
yeah, they not saying too much.
I didn't think he deserved to be fired. They got a little suspension. I knew that was keeping. Everybody knew that was coming right away.
Right. Some people thought fired though. I thought it was a possibility he could be, because I ain't never seen nothing like that. I mean, not in a while.
It's been a while.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't think he was gonna get fired though. But yeah,
right. So
you do something like that, you gotta get suspended just because. Even though they probably supported him for me on the inside, but they was like, we gotta we gotta do. You feel me? You can't strike the coach.
Right. This what I say is, I guess I'm glad that he didn't lose his job, because I like to see him in that position at the head coach's job in Michigan.
I really don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I do think he was wrong for what he did, because the whole thing is like, man, he's mad because they called a timeout. But if you go back and look, I guess the reason that Wisconsin called a timeout is because even though Michigan was losing by like 14, 16, they were still in the full court press with like 23 minutes to go. So then the coach called the timeout to adjust to the press. And that's what I guess that's what the assistant coaches is saying from both sides, like why this whole thing happened. So, I mean, of course suspensions will come down, but I do want to say I don't want to see Juwaun Howard lose his job. But I will say he was probably in the wrong for that moment right there. But I can understand his frustration with them they're having a bad season. Michigan, they probably not going to make the NCAA tournament. Looking like they're going to the NIT. So I can understand he's frustrated. You know what I mean? Anything to add on that? That was crazy.
I care less. I don't mess with Michigan.
That was a crazy incident. All right, now to shift it over to All-Star Weekend, man. All-Star Weekend was huge. Cleveland, Ohio did it big.
Yep.
Talk about some key takeaways. The skills challenge. Talk about it. What did you see from there? Because I didn't catch too much of the skills challenge.
I didn't catch too much the event, period. But I know the Antetokounmpo brothers was in it. I know the home team brought it home. The Cavs won it. I forget they had like a big man in it. He the one that hit the half court shot. They big man, and you know they got
Jared, was it? Who was Jared Allen?
He was in it.
Oh, okay.
Him. They had somebody
Garland?
else and Garland. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They won the skills. They brought it home for the home team.
That's what's up. Shout out to the Cavs winning the skills challenge. Let's talk about the 3-point competition.
But this is my takeaway though. You feel me? This is how I used to feel. Back in the day, Pro Bowl, I like Pro Bowl way better than, you feel me? Or at least they was neck and neck with the, All-Star Weekend and Pro Bowl. But now the NFL, the Pro Bowl done fell way off way under. They down there need to cancel it and turned in a tag basically.
Right.
And
flag football.
The All-Star Weekend still to me too, but for me, I still keep tuning into like the 3-point contest. That's basically it for real. Just the 3-point contest. Dunk contest sucks to me now. Basically, how many times can you keep doing the same thing? We done seen all the dunks.
Exactly what I said.
You know what I mean? Then they trying to get creative with like the skills challenge and stuff like that. So they trying to keep it afloat.
Yeah, that's what I say for the NBA
for that.
Like the All-Star Weekend,
adjust things. They trying to make it better.
They trying because it does get dragging. Like after so many years, people don't want to see too much of the same.
So you're gonna put it between the legs twice. You're gonna 360. You're gonna throw something off the backboard. You're gonna jump over somebody. You can
right.
You ain't gonna go out here and do no dunk that we ain't seen unless you one of these wild YouTubers.
True.
Because I be seeing them do some shit. If they get them out there, then they might be going somewhere. But yeah, that's
who won the 3-point though.
Carl Anthony Towns, you feel me? Big man, big 7-footer out there. He was out there
Towns.
strapping it too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Big man.
I forget who he beat in the final round to win it, but he was going crazy.
I seen the Timberwolves tweet that today, talking about best shooting man ever. Like, pump your brakes a little bit, but shout out to Carl Anthony Towns on winning the 3-point competition. Dunk competition, Obi Toppin took it. A lot of people was disappointed in the dunk competition, just like you just said. My thing with it is I want people to understand how many dunks can you do? Like every year we have the dunk competition. We've seen amazing ones, with Vince Carter and Michael Jordan and all that. But like, man, it's 2022. Like, what do y'all be expecting from the dunk competition?
Right.
That's what I really
seen it all.
People that be mad,
done it all.
I low-key be feeling bad for them. Like, they got to sit here and really get creative with this shit to make us be like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
like, they really don't get no love no more since Levine and Gordon.
Yeah, that was the best one we've seen.
Right.
I mean, the last best one.
Right. And ain't nobody topping that one. So everybody basically be just shitting on the dunk contest now. Like, it's ruined.
Right. And somebody was saying this the other day. People want to see the dunk competition because of what people do in-game dunks. But, like, in-game dunks is way different than dunk competition dunks. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in the game, live, on a break, the dunk might be nastier because it's just in motion, real-life motion. Like, where people just trying to set up for a creative dunk, a dunk competition. A lot of people are falling off with it, but I do want to shout out Obi Toppin. He won it. That was my favorite coming into it to win it, though, because he got bunnies, dude from the Knicks. So, moving to Sunday in the actual All-Star game. Let's talk about Steph Curry, man. Put on a great performance, MVP of the game, dropped 50. How was you seeing that, man? How was that playing out in your head?
I don't be shocked.
Seeing Steph go crazy like that? You ain't think 50. I'm sure nobody thought 50.
You feel me? I don't be shocked though. You feel me?
Right,
like,
not him.
Right,
him.
I don't be shocked that shit he be doing no more.
Right.
That shit been stopped happening with him. If he make, you feel me, didn't make 23s in the game, I wouldn't even be shocked. I'm like, damn, real Steph shit. You feel me? Best ever. You feel me? Right. I ain't even shocked. I ain't even shocked at all.
Right.
That's what's up though. 50. I think the previous record holder before that was Anthony Davis.
Was it?
Yep.
What would he be? You don't know what it was?
I think it was 49 or 48 or something like that.
Dang, so he just beat it. So shout out to Steph, bro. That was a good game. He was shooting, turning around, already walking back, swish. Like, he's nuts, bro. But also, that's not to be overshadowed by LeBron hitting the game winner.
5-0 undefeated. I mean, Floyd Mayweather when it comes to these, he gonna be definitely gonna be a nice GM when he get up out of here.
Yeah,
He gonna build a team. I bet he put a team together.
He got it, bro. Like he know how to put one together. He was the closer. Steph took off the whole game. Then LeBron closed him out. It was fitting. It was in Cleveland, so I know Cleveland fans was happy to see that, man. Bron doing his thing big. Steph win MVP of the game. Bron side win again. That's 5-0. All right, now for the last thing we want to talk about on this week's episode of Carter Sports Coverage is the last push to the playoffs. So every team's looking at about an average of about 22 to 23 games left in the season. As all the trades are set in, the trades are final. So whoever the teams that people have now is who they're rolling with for their playoff push or into the playoffs. What do you see, or who are your? We talked about the favorites already, so I want to say, well, a couple notable things, right? Phoenix Suns' best record in the league, 48-10 right now. They're way above the pack in the West. They went above the pack in the West, and they're killing the East. What I would say is the Lakers are 3 games back from the Clippers. That's something to keep an eye on, because of course everybody want to see the Lakers get to the office because of everybody on the roster, right? I'm sure most fans want to see that. So, but the Clippers are up 3 games right there. So, that's an uphill battle. I heard the Nuggets may be getting Jamal Murray and...
Right, he ain't played all season, has he?
No. Jamal Murray and what's the boy, Michael Porter back. So, if they get them back, hey, the thing is always how healthy they'll come back. But it's like, if they get them back at 80%, each of them, man, I say watch out for Denver, bro. That was always the team that was scary to me with Jamal. But I forgot it. I left them alone because they haven't had Jamal. But, like, them getting Jamal back is big. I see Dallas has got Luka back. They back in the mix, back snapping. They
dropping big buckets.
Yes, sir. They are number 5 in the West right now. Memphis still holding strong at the 3 spot.
Damn, they 5 now? They moved up.
They was all the way up the race last time we talked about it. So Memphis moved up. In the East, you still got everybody holding strong. Boston moved up. Remember, Boston was out of it. Boston moved to the 6th spot in the East. Cleveland still holding strong at 4. A lot of people have been talking about the Atlanta Hawks sitting outside the playoff hunt. Last year went to the Eastern Conference Finals, sitting outside the playoff hunt. How you feel about that? Trae Young in there. Like some people saying they was fluke because they wasn't even supposed to be there last year. But I'm not one to say
that's how it be like that. I swear it be like that. That's how I feel this might be. That's how I feel with the Bengals.
I think they'll make the push.
Shit just happened. Certain shit lined up where you can make that certain Cinderella. You feel me? That fairy tale run. And if you don't, you feel me? It'd be your chance be up. Either you gotta tear it down, or it's gonna be a long ass time for you to get back.
So you don't think the Hawks will even make the off? They out of it now. They like in the 10th spot right now.
Yeah, I don't think they make it. If they do, it's one and done for them. They just get in, just be up.
Because they're going to play Miami, Chicago, or Philly. Right. That's where we're at, right? So, yeah, man, that's it for the East. For the West, the biggest things to keep an eye on is just that Clippers and Lake, that 8th spot. I think that's what's going to come down to them, too. But, I mean, it's the play-in this year, too. So, the Southern team's going to have a shot when the play-in come around. But, like...
Right.
I still got Miami Heat.
They stuck with that. They sticking around with that play-in shit.
Well, I don't like that play-in. Y'all like the play-in?
Right. Bron don't.
I don't like the play-in. Leave it how it is. If you make the X spot, you make the X spot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's just more revenue, more money.
Yeah, more games.
That's what it's about.
You know how the NBA do. But my pick to come out the East is still Miami, and my pick to come out the West is still the Suns. Pick to come out the East and the West for you?
Bulls.
I like
East,
that. I like that.
West, Suns.
Yep. A lot of people like Warriors. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna end up because Memphis is those are the 3 teams with at least 40 wins. Only 3 teams with 40 wins: Suns, Warriors, Memphis. Right? I'm like, damn. Do I got to take Memphis serious? Because I'm kind of not taking them as serious as they are playing.
Right.
41-19.
I respect them though. Because Ja been definitely doing his thing, and he got him for me.
MVP candidate.
Right.
Ja.
I ain't taking them that serious yet, just yet. But I respect it. I respect what they doing.
I still like Utah, but man, it's time.
I gave up on Utah.
They gotta. Come on, man. They gotta be Western.
If they don't make no
finals.
Right. If they don't make no noise this year, it's time to do something.
Donovan's still my guy, but shit. That's really the wrap up, man. Yeah. Just teams coming down that last stretch, trying to make for that push. 20 games left, man. Around 20 games for every team. So we're going to definitely keep y'all posted of who's going to make that play in and who's going to fit them final spots. You know what I mean? This is Carter Sports Beverage. We're at Feed Me Sandwich Kings. Come get you a sandwich. Shout out to DJ Marv, the plug. You already know. Anything to add on this week?
Nah, man. Just, hold on. I'm trying to think of anything else happened over the tweet. Sports Bar.
I got one. I got something if you can't think of something real fast.
No, I can't go ahead.
So I tried to give the Olympic Games some.
I can't get into that just yet.
Tried to give the Olympic Games some attention, man. You know what I'm saying? The ratings were the lowest they've ever been in this year's. I didn't get too much info for you, but what I can say is Norway ended up winning the most medals, I believe. Norway ended up winning the most medals out of everybody. That's what the biggest takeaway I got from the Olympics. Some people say the event went smooth, but a lot of people are focused on the ratings being so low. So I feel like the event wasn't successful. See what I'm saying? It was in Beijing this year. But that's my takeaway on the Olympics. Anything you got from the fight world or anything?
Nope. No, nothing big. I don't remember no fights or nothing happening over this past week. Nothing I can think of.
All right.
No football news either.
No football news. We're going to definitely keep y'all posted when some trades come. They're going to come soon. A lot of movement. I just want to say shout out to y'all. Keep watching us, man. We see that last week was our highest viewed episode, man. Keep streaming us. Appreciate y'all, man. Push the subscribe button. Everybody that put in to make this shit happen. Make this thing happen. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Carter Sports Coverage. We gonna holler at y'all next week, man.
Yep.
Chill.